Like the temple attendants on this day, I think there are scores of churchgoers and church leaders who, like this den of thieves, have stolen men's hearts with a leafy religion. And rather encouraging them and enriching them in their faith, rather than enlightening visitors to see the one who can forgive their sins, they've resorted to exploiting them for profit. But I would say nothing much makes the Lord more sick than that. Than for a man to have souls in the palm of his hand, and to instead of tell that soul where forgiveness can be found, he instead pleads for money in his pocket. This is something this is not in my notes, this is free. This is something I was most burdened with upon becoming the pastor of this church. How can I be distracted when I'm here? How can I be talking about such and such story of such and such movie or whatever and entertain you? When the fact is, there's not just lives that are represented, there's souls in the balance. I've written about this in a couple places, only to say that I don't think that a pastor has a, quote, dangerous job. You may laugh at that, even at confession. But I think there's another way in which the pastor's job is the most dangerous job in the world. Only because there are souls. Eternity is at stake for every person who walks through the threshold of that door. And depending on what they hear or don't hear, they can walk away knowing where their eternity lies. That's why I labor so much about what God would have me to say. Because I don't want to speak just to your life and make it feel better and make you all feeling rosy and whatever. I want to speak to your soul so that you can be sure that when you walk out of this door, you know that your eternity is staked in heaven because of the impossible possibility of God's forgiveness in Christ. I don't want anyone to ever leave here and not get that message. Because that's the only message I'm called to speak. That's the only message we are called to speak. Churches who have forfeited that message have forfeited what it means to be the church. Because again, churches are supposed to be in the forgiveness business.